How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Wolf, and welcome back to episode 3 of the Shockwave Chieftain build progression. Now, I've made a lot of progress today, and pretty much today alone, if I'm honest. Played a little bit yesterday. I believe we're day... what is it? Like 4 or 5 at this point? Something like that. And we're making a lot of good progress. Let me give you the played. That's day and 4 hours, so 28 hours on this character so far. Deaths is 14. This is like my lowest in general. It's pretty insane. And I don't think there's anything else that really matters, right? That's age and deaths. But yeah, so the biggest changes that we've made so far, you can see I'm not using that dagger anymore, the Spellbreaker or whatever it was called. I found out that that Culling Strike did actually apply to Shockwave Totems as well, by the way. So they're not that bad, or it's not that bad of a piece. However, I have made a few leaps and bounds in regards to weaponry and whatnot. All in all, character right now is sitting at almost 300k per totem. This is a plan for 92, and this is the imported character. This is exactly what I'm using right now. I only added in points up to 92, which I plan to get to, because I want to do some bossing and stuff tomorrow and see how far I can push this character. So all in all, right now, if I cut out what I don't have currently, I am pretty much at 260k per totem, which is exceptional. This is, factoring in all buffs and whatnot, so, DPS may vary every now and then. But the character is doing very, very well. I've cleared up to tier 10. I plan to get into reds as soon as possible, obviously, right? I think this character could maybe take on some endgame bosses. I'm not really sure. Gonna see about that. But yeah, my map pool is kind of running dry. I'm gonna run a bunch of stuff tomorrow and just kind of buckle in and try and get something higher tiers. But in regards to gear changes, you can see a few pieces are different here. My wand that I have isn't really the best on the planet. I can definitely get this a lot better, but it's implicit spell damage, crafted spell damage with fire to spells, and then fire as a suffix. Of course, you can get this so much better. That fizz can be hybrid, or fire percent, I believe, as well, right? Or even just raw spell damage as a roll, and then I can craft on something different as well. I think you can craft on like cast speed and all that sort of stupid stuff. This can be a lot better. So all in all, this is pretty trash, if I'm honest with you, but it's better than what I had, and it actually is only a 4k DPS upgrade to put a Doriani's Catalyst in this thing's place. I'm impressed too. I know it doesn't look that good, but the fire to spells, I think, is really what's pushing it over the Doriani's Catalyst right now. I still kind of want a Catalyst, though, because since it's a wand, it means I have to drop my shield charge, which means I lose out on Fortify, right? So we lose a little bit of tankability, but we are gaining a lot in terms of damage for two reasons. One is this thing gives a lot of damage, and two, I have Arcane Surge back on now. Because if I'm not going to be using shield charge, right, I might as well go all in on the Flame Dash, to which I have level 7 Arcane Surge locked, so it procs every time I dash. You'll see the timer, resets every single dash, which is very wonderful, because I'm at a lot of DPS with Arcane Surge up, which is pretty much permanent. 62k normally, and 76k with Arcane Surge. And Chieftain Steroid goes off, and it gets a lot higher. It's pretty wonderful. So all in all, got the Arcane Surge back in, dropped the shield charge, sadly, and upgraded the weapon quite a bit. This can be a lot better. I'm still shooting for a Shaper Scepter, but I ran like 6 Shaper maps at like 70+%, and have had 0 luck so far. Also, one actually update, for those of you just kind of in general, my Betrayal didn't drop to 0 FPS today. So that's something. That's something. Because of that, that means that opens up a lot of different options for me. Because now I can go and try and get Scarabs, right? Try and get Shaper Scarabs to try and get more Shaper Scepter chances, right? You see what I mean? It might have been a one-off. It was the first time I've seen them today. They spawned and they didn't, freeze me. Intervention didn't freeze me. The map still lagged rather hard, but it kind of subsided out, and I was actually able to kill them. It was a low tier, actually. It was like tier 4 or something, so I got lucky. But yeah, so that's progress, I guess, because those of you who have been paying attention, Betrayal just breaks my fucking game whenever it spawns. So that's progress. That opens up a lot of new avenues and stuff for me. And as such, I actually got a life craft on the first chest piece that I got off of them. So I now have an extra bit of life craft on my chest piece. which is pretty good all around. Now, yeah, weapon can be better. Plan to get it better as well, but for now, it's kind of okay. Could be better though. Shield, very much better. This was made today with 1 life essence, which is exceptional because 97 max life, 37 max mana. Max mana is actually pretty useful in regards to this build. I have like 1.3k on res, or like 1.3k total-ish. So that's pretty good. All res on an all res base is very good as well. If it was a life base shield, would have been a little better, or even a spell damage base shield would have been nice as well. But you take what you get, right? So we got fire res, max totems, and cast speed on there. Cast speed is a craft. All in all, it's really just I was going for a max life plus maximum number of totems craft type thing, and the other one had 55, and then this thing has extra resists on it, which is wonderful because that means I can sort of skimp out on other pieces in regards to getting more damage, right? The lightning res craft here is gone, and I believe I also switched out my belt, which had a lightning res craft on it as well. This is a creation from today. These are all creations from just today alone, actually, which is pretty nice. This is an abyssal belt that I made today with 75 max life, 36 cold, and 44 lightning. I used a lightning essence on this, and I hit 75 max life, crafted on strength. In the abyssal, I have plus 33 max life, plus 12 fizz damage to spells. Crafted that, wriggled it, and then got spell block and didn't really care. Could have been obviously better if I hit that or hit something else. But Fizz to Spells max life is like GG in regards to this thing. I have a Fire to Spells max life as well, but that didn't do half as much. This is only like a 2k DPS increase on the sheet here though, so not as good. However, I do have another jewel in because I have done some skill tree changes, and it gave me 14% totem, 3% attack and cast. Cast speed is very important for Shockwave totems, so this is a very good pickup. The Wriggle was lightning, which made me sad. If that wriggled fire, I would have fucking yelled, but no dice there. And in regards to skill tree and talent tree changes, there's not really much to go on about. I grabbed the mental rapidity. That's a bit weird to say. But lots of cast speed here. This is surprisingly a lot of DPS. And I knocked out the AoE nodes in regards to this as well. I almost want to take out Amplify AoE and like Blast Radius and this sort of stuff. I kind of want to see what it plays like without these AoE nodes and just see if it's like if it's bad. You know, if it's bad, then I'm, might not want to. But I knocked out these two, and I don't really feel it that much because I am playing Conk Effect already. So I am replacing totems rather often. But that's potentially a possibility on the horizon to maybe skimp for more damage. Got most of this cluster over here. This is pretty decent damage. If I'm going to be bossing, which I will be, the plan is to get the Ellie damage and pen here, and then Ellie pen here. I should probably move my screen down so you can see that, because my face is probably in the fucking way. But yeah, so penetration there, which is exceptional for bossing to go through resists, obviously. However, right now I'm going for Firewalker. We are 85 and almost a half now. We're getting pretty decent progression because the character is really, really tanky for some reason. Don't fucking ask me why. But the life leech off of Chieftain is making us a very chunky boy. So it pans out pretty well. But yeah, so the 92 plan that I'm kind of going for, which I think is achievable. I really think is achievable. At least 90 is. Because 85 just kind of happened and I was like, huh, alright, sure. But yeah, so the 92/93 plan is to get these points for the penetration here, get Firewalker because it's the cheapest 2 points of DPS possible, and then get the 3 cast speed nodes right here because cast speed's very, very important, and that puts us at 311. As I said, this is the imported character. It also doesn't have things turned on like Onslaught, so yeah, the character I've got is pretty decent right now. All in all, pretty decent. Apparently that's like a 10k DPS jewel, so, totem damage, cast speed is like money. So I'm contemplating even going for other jewels. I mean, there's 2 points here, right, that could give me that. So that's 2 points, and, if I get a 10k rolled jewel or something, that's a possibility as well. But yeah, I mean, this jewel is 9k, so also not bad. But yeah, I mean, all in all, reasonably, like, gear-wise, we're pretty decent. This shield was the biggest craft, and the weapon was also, like, the biggest craft for today. I'm gonna be aiming for Elder, or Shaper, Scepter still. I should look at what Elder Scepter does, actually, because if it's got the possibility to roll Fizz's Fire, I don't know if it does, but if it does, I have one, so I could just be rolling that and seeing what I hit. So that's a possibility, I guess. I'll have to look into that a little more. But yeah, in regards to gear upgrades, this ring is still trash. I was hoping to get an opal ring relatively soon. Sadly, we dropped something that could have been like an opal ring out of a jewelry box. However, it hit marble amulet instead, which I can't use because my necklace is strength dex plus dex. If I take this off, it breaks like everything. Skill gem wise, I put in a phase run. I'm just barely at the dex amount, like the exact amount to use it. Current phase run feels like absolute trash, but I mean, you combine it with your flasks and you go pretty quick. So now you can't like do anything. You can't even spawn totems, which sucks. But it's a bit of extra movement in there, so always nice. And yeah, Arcane Surge, and this other side I have Cast When, Stone Golem, and then up here I have Righteous Fire with my extra Shockwave Totem that I'm leveling. They are currently 19, and the backup set is all 18, almost 19 now. And I have an Enlighten that I'm trying to level up as well. If I get this up higher, I might be able to experiment with Double Blasphemy. Possibly. We shall see. And then my Enduring Cry down there, and the Phase Run in there. And yeah, that's pretty much the setup right now. So I'll show you guys a little bit of gameplay. I don't really have any high tier maps to showcase, that's the problem. So we're gonna go for, let's go for a geode. I'll show you a geode. Just alch this, see what we get. That should be fine, enfeebles, whatever. So I don't even know if graveyard's affected by anything. Was this graveyard? What'd I open? Geode, where are you? That shouldn't cut anything off, that should be fine. So it should be eldered. I'll show you a little bit of gameplay, and then we can call it for this video. Character has been a lot of fun. Definitely something I've been enjoying. Oh,
Aina is pleased.
Grab that. Alright, it also does really well at like single target stuff, because obviously you stack 3 totems, and well, you know, having 3 totems is exceptional. There's some people who say, you know, maybe try multi-totem support. Maybe, I guess, yes? But it's not really something I'm a fan of personally. Also, I'm only on a 5 link, by the way. I'm only on a 5 link. So if you're wanting to play on a 6 link or deciding to play on a +1 tabula, you can get even more damage. If I wanted to be very, very technical,
I will take the beasts.
I could push for a +1 tabula or try to.
These need to die.
And then, you know, 6 link, right? That's a lot of damage because since it's a spell, spells scale well off of +2 gems. So if I didn't have a god tier life astral plate, right? +1 tabula could be a lot of damage if you're really looking to push endgame DPS, and you can sacrifice some survivability. That could be where you go.
Aina is pleased.
But yeah. I mean, it's totem clear speed. There's not really much you can say about it. It's got decent single target, which is what it's mostly based around. I wanted to try and do a bossing character, because I'm renowned for...
Another wishes to steal Aina's beast!
I'm renowned for not making very good bossers, so I wanted to see if I could do some endgame bossing content.
Too many
stacks. Nice. Let's go and do the boss here, and I'll show you the good old-fashioned how to play totems. Totem, 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 and line of sight.
Watch it!
And now you wait. Just stay right in range that the totems can keep doing damage. And, well, bam. Get on here. Very simple, very effective. And, I mean, you can clear 3 packs at once. It's totems, right? Because we have 3 totems, life gets very easy. This is what you keep phase run on for. This for moments where you don't have anything to attack. But, yeah, you can see the AoE is a little bit of a problem, but I'm working on that right now. Obviously, playing Conk Effect, you're trading off quality of life for damage. Keeping an AoE on you could be a good idea if you're doing like lower tier speed runs and whatnot. Just the one I don't have. No way. No fucking way. Oh my god, I got my 6th one. Alright, well, that's good luck. That's very good streaming luck. This is actually my 6th trial. That means I can do Uber tomorrow. So, gentlemen, You just gave me the best luck in the world. You guys are the best. I'm going to go do this right now. You guys know basically how the build plays. You witnessed the entire thing. I'm very hyped because this is my 6th trial, which I don't normally get until like the last month of the league. So I can actually get my 4th Uber trial. And then maybe farm Uber Lab on this character, possibly, unless Zara one-shots me. We'll see. But yeah, I guess that's an opportunity for tomorrow. Check this out on stream live every day except Sunday as always, and Friday and Saturday are sometimes variety days, depending if I'm feeling burned out on PoE. Otherwise, I stream daily 9 a.m. PST to 3 p.m. PST. Come check that out. I appreciate all of you, and I hope you learned something. As always, take care, lads.